Hey all, it's Christo Chat. I know I've been gone for a while. Wanted to break my little been gone streak with a quick video about a comment I made on a video titled "The Country Boy Will Survive." Now, the comment was innocent enough, but it ended up becoming the top comment of the video. And the comment goes, "A mixture of poverty and YouTube breeds a variety of skills." No problem, right? Well, it seems like a vast majority of the YouTube community did actually have a problem. Let's give it a look, shall we? So, top comment. The top reply was fantastic. I thought, oh, we've got a good streak going. I searched with YouTube as an amazing resource. I fixed so much random stuff from just a YouTube video. Washer, dryer, various car repairs. My wife thinks I'm a genius. I don't tell her, I just go on YouTube. There's no problem with that. YouTube guides can be extremely useful for a variety of things. You know, we got Lamau for real, YouTube certified. And then we get into the toxic comments. For some reason, anyone before Gen X thinks that the comment I made says that I would be useless without YouTube, which is just not the case. Yes, YouTube is a fantastic resource for research and, you know, getting some stuff out, but I would by no means be lost without without an access to YouTube. I would have other resources like the library or other search engines or something like that. There's plenty of ways to get information outside of YouTube. First one was watching YouTube doesn't give you skills. You can learn skills from YouTube if you use it that way. Most users are just rotting their brains like me. Not bad. It's starting to get towards the edgy side with the start of that. Yes, I learned a lot of my skills from YouTube, but I could have learned them at other places, like when I went to culinary school. See, before there was YouTube, there was fathers. I learned plenty of stuff from my father. My father taught me a ton. But I have learned a lot more about stuff like repairing electronics, or, you know, stuff that isn't my dad's strong suits, on YouTube. It's wild, right? And yeah, a lot of people talking about how they fix stuff because of YouTube, and then we get YouTube! Back when I was young, you just tried things and hoped for the best, lol. YouTube is a great resource now. Again, we're starting to get towards that toxic era. And it's just like, great, I'm not saying that YouTube is the only resource. It's funny. Skills to comment funny BS? Yes. Didn't have YouTube when I was growing up. There wasn't always YouTube. Yeah, guys, I know there wasn't always YouTube. And my reply to these is always, research is research, guys. There is so much more sources than just YouTube. I'm not saying that YouTube is the only source of information. I just went, when I was a kid, you actually had to read or know someone with a skill to learn it, not just click. Cute, buddy. What about us broke turds who taught ourselves with dusty manuals? You got it easy with YouTube tutorials. Bro, YouTube is free. You don't have to pay a dime to use YouTube. You know what you have to pay for? Dusty manuals. Heck, you can even look up those manuals online for free. A story the Jedi wouldn't tell you. It's great. Unless you grew up before there was the internet. That was the school of hard knocks. You may have heard of it. Trial and error. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just had to check on something. I didn't have YouTube growing up. In the 70s, I had a dad. I had a father too. Golly. Nah, just poverty. Drop YouTube and grow up. That's my favorite one. It's one of my favorites right there. See, the actual good one, and this is one that I liked, is you just gotta make sure that you can tell when a YouTube video is being honest or just subtly trolling. Yes, that is a great That is a great point, especially when you're learning stuff on YouTube. Some of us didn't have YouTube, and there are other resources for research. Poor before the YouTube and the internet? Cool. I grew up without the internet. Golly. People act like I'm some kind of like 4-year-old kid. Oh my gosh, dude, I was born in 2003. We didn't get like good internet until 2010 at least. And I wasn't on it. I wasn't on the internet until I was like 15, 16. We have some more people being positive. Love that, by the way. Porn can read. Yeah, I can freaking read on YouTube as well. Golly. I learn all the time how not to do things on YouTube. Honey, we didn't have YouTube growing up. You had to learn from your father. I was right there every time my father worked on the Plymouth station wagon, and I ended up taking that as my first car, and I knew everything about it. And I actually ended up replying this one. So what I'm getting is, you learn to fix things from a source of information taught by another person, which is literally what I'm saying about YouTube. Boomers never had YouTube. We had parents, and we grew up in the Depression. Self-explanatory. Okay, well, didn't have YouTube when I was a kid, so there's that. Oh, and I could do all that, and then some. But my thing is, I'm Gen X, so of course I can. What a shame that half of you can't even change a flat tire. War. I don't know, or, I'm guessing it said or, but autocorrect. War. I don't know how to pump gas. Or use a hammer, or what it's intended for. Or we know the difference between a framing hammer and a ball-peen hammer. Can't even change your own hecking oil. Dude, I could change my own oil. Okay, putty? Believe it or not, I learned more things from outside of YouTube than I did from YouTube. Okay. My point of this video is not to get, like, toxic about replies, although it is really funny to me. I just find it extremely entertaining that a lot of these people can't handle the fact that someone would learn something from a source that is not their father or a book. So it's like, this last one killed me. I'm Gen X, so of course I can. You can't even change your own hacking oil. Like, do I need to know the difference between a framing hammer and a ball-peen hammer? I do. But I don't need to know that because I'm not doing woodwork. I'm doing electronics or vehicle repair. Golly. Yes, ball-peen hammer is the one with the ball on the end, and it's used for a variety of things involving it. The flat end of the hammer is used for pounding things into various surfaces, but the ball is made for pounding a shape into another thing. That is one of its uses. There are a variety of things you can do with a ball-peen hammer because it is still a heavy piece of metal, and you can use it to pound stuff into stuff. So, even though you shouldn't, it's not like you're gonna die. Come on. I love that this person spent half their comment getting hung up on what kind of hammer is used for what. That really got me. Yeah, that's basically it. My point of this video is, of course, to just kind of laugh. Why is there always, like, a generational divide whenever someone is happy about something? Like, for this comment, I was happy that I had YouTube as a resource to teach me a lot that my father couldn't. Or my father didn't have the time for because he was busy working to put food on the table. So, for me, yeah, I had to use YouTube to learn some stuff. How is that a bad thing? I learned stuff from other people. It was an exchange of information. And just like how, you know, I've done a couple of tips or tutorials on my channel, like how I was talking about the griddle the other day, and how you only need to use water. Or the stupid French fries thing on my Instagram. Like, we exchange information, and it's not a bad thing. I don't understand why it's like any talking about how, in this case, like, there was people making fun of me for throwing things away, when my whole point of the comment is that I don't. I fix stuff. I don't throw stuff away when it breaks. I get the tools to fix it, and I fix it. So it's like, it's just wild to me that, like, people are still hung up on this whole, like, modern day generations being useless. Like, yeah, there's some frustrating features of the modern generation, but we're all kind of on our own journeys, man. And some of us learned from YouTube. Sorry. And some of us don't know the difference between a ball peen and framing hammer. I'm sorry, DOS X Boot X. Two subscribers. I'm irrelevant. No, but yeah, so ever since that comment blew up and it went from like 4,000 likes to 16,000 likes, I've just been inundated with these comments of people being like, "You're useless because you didn't learn from your father." Yes, I did. I learned most of my cooking skills are from my dad. My dad taught me so much about cooking, housekeeping, stuff like that. Stuff that I use in my job. But yeah, for my hobbies, for electronics repair and stuff, I'm using YouTube, man. I just don't understand why it's got to be some kind of competition of where we learned to fix a car, or where we learned the difference between a ball peen and framing hammer. That one really got me. I'm sorry. That one was my favorite. I didn't get the idea to make this video until I read that comment. Of course, I'm Gen X. What shame half of you? Who's you? You know what's crazy? I'm born in 2003. My brother was born in 1998. We were all raised the same. So whatever, I count myself part of whatever generation he was a part of. My oldest brother. I don't count myself. I don't really care, honestly. I'm a person. I was just born doing my thing. So it's stupid. I need to shave. I'll see y'all later. I just wanted to, give you guys a video to watch while I'm, busy. So I will hopefully start streaming end of the summer. Maybe. We'll see. We gotta get all this put together, but time being, just trying to survive. So I'll see y'all later. Christo Chat out.